Hey guys, what's going on? I know I haven't done a vlog in a minute now. And I'm sorry, but I just been really focused on this weight loss journey stuff. So I'm gonna get back into making the videos that I originally started making videos about. And today is gonna be a vlog. So, and sorry about the fan in the background. It's not that hot to put on the air conditioner, but it's too hot to not have no air blowing, so I'm gonna have my fan on. I hope you guys don't mind my country bumpkin fan in the background. Okay, I'm not at all by any means trying to offend anybody. I'm just talking about my personal experiences and my experiences only. But I just feel like, am I alone? Am I really the only one who experienced this stuff? So I wanted to come to my divas to see if they have experienced what I've experienced with these particular type of guys. And I really hate that. I really hate to group a certain race into a category. But let me explain, okay? So, as you guys know, African men, not all, but a lot of African men enjoys a girl with some curves, you know. They want them a nice plump chick. And, so it's not weird anymore, but in the beginning I'm like, why are all these African men trying to talk to me growing up? But now I understand that a lot of African men just like a girl with some meat on their bones. So now it's normal that an African guy tries to talk to me. But they always seem so aggressive. Just like they touch you, like not in a sexual way, but they grab on you to grab your attention. It's not appropriate to me. And so it just makes me uncomfortable to date or talk to an African guy. So I'm like, you know what? Because I don't only date just regular African American men. I try to open my horizons. I've talked to different races before. So I'm like, you know, it's not right that I have this issue with African men. So I talked to this African guy, but he was raised here in America, so he opened my eyes that not all African men are aggressive, not all African men are just scary, you know. I don't know, scary is not the right word, just so aggressive. That's the best way I can put it. And I'm going to give an example about what I mean in a minute. But so after I talked to him, I'm like, oh, I felt so bad. We dated for a while. I don't know why we stopped talking. We just did. Maybe because I kept going back to my ex, and you know what I mean. So that's a whole nother story. I'll probably do a whole video about me and my ex, or I don't even know what we are. We talk almost every single day, but we don't go together. It's kind of confusing, but I'm so getting off the topic. So anyway, he was such a nice guy. He was very sweet, and we dated for a while. No, we weren't dating. We were more like friends with benefits type thing. And we just stopped talking. I don't know. If you're watching this video, why did we stop talking? Did I do something to you? I don't know what happened. But we just stopped talking. And I have nothing against him, you know. I saw him out one time. I was like, hey, how you been? Just happy to see him, whatever. He totally opened my eyes to me not thinking all African men were aggressive. So I'm like, you know what? From now on, I'm not going to be that judge, like putting guys into that category that this type of men are like this type of men are like that. I'm going to be more open-minded. So fast forward to today, or get to the point of my story. So I'm coming home from doing a walk, and I don't know if it's just me, but when I'm outside working out, don't talk to me. I feel ugly. I'm sweaty. I just look busted. I don't go out trying to look cute to work out because I know I'm going to be looking messed up afterwards. So I'm like, I don't even go through all that drama to get all cute. I should, but I don't. I don't know if I should or not. I don't know. I just go out, throw on whatever, and just go. So I'm coming home, and it's going on 11 o'clock. It's like around 11 o'clock. And I see, like, I can feel somebody watching me. But I didn't see him. I just felt him. So I'm like, if I turn my eye that way, I don't want to catch his eye that he be like, oh, she want to talk to me, so he'll talk to me. Because when I'm working out, I'm in like a bitchy mood, so I don't like talking to people. I don't care how fine you are. I do not like when guys try to talk to me when I'm working out because it just feels so disgusting and ugly. So anyway, so I feel somebody watching me. So I kind of peek, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to catch his eye, so I peek like, you know, but then I accidentally turned my head with my peek. I'm like, oh man, I caught his eye. And then he came over. So I'm like, dang, Diva, that's what you get. That's what you get. So I'm like, dang. So I'm laughing in my head like, you can't even sneak right. You cannot even sneak right. Anyway, so he come over, he talked to me, and he's basically like, you know, give me a number, and no, so he's like, I'm just gonna tell the whole story because it feels good with details. I like details. My friends say I'm just like over dramatic, and look, that's the storyteller in me. I like to write stories, so I like the juicy details. So I am here's where I messed up. I was so close to home, and I was so dehydrated that I wasn't thinking right, that I'm like four houses away from my house, so I'm still walking and talking with him. So I'm like, well, okay, it was nice meeting you, and such and such. And so he's like, oh, you live here? So I'm like, yeah. What a dummy. Why didn't I keep walking and act like I didn't even live there? Just like, oh, you know, look at the house. But y'all, I was so tired. I wasn't thinking. I needed some water. And I'm just like, I felt dumb to just show him where I live. And I had no idea who this guy is. But that's not even the point. That's just, don't do that. If you ladies is talking to a guy and he close to your house, you better keep on walking, because you don't never want a guy that you first meet know where you live at. You just don't. So anyway, so now we're standing in front of my house and we're talking, and he's, you know, he seemed very nice and just very sweet or whatever. So he's like, well, can I get your number? And then I'm like, I sound like a lot, right? So he says, can I get your number? And then I say, I will take your number, because I really honestly did not want to call him. I just didn't want to be mean. So I'm like, I'm saying like again. Sorry. So I give him, I take his number. So he asks me, when am I going to call him? I tell him, I'm going to call you maybe Saturday or Sunday. He said, oh no, call me when you get in the house. Well, I tell him that the reason why, because he asked me, let's go out and get some drinks. So I'm like, first of all, I didn't say that, but I'm like, no, I'm tired. You know, I had a long day today. I'm gonna go home and relax. But I'm thinking in my head, you trying to take me somewhere looking like this in some workout clothes, what bar we going to looking like this? And then, first of all, I'm not going to go nowhere with you looking like that, period. And why would you even want to be in public with me looking like that? But that's neither here nor there. So I tell him, I'll just take your number. Maybe we can go out on like Saturday or Sunday. So he's like, okay, fine. But call me when you get in the house. I just told you that I'm tired. and that I want to go in the house and take a shower. So that should have been a red flag, but but I was so dehydrated. I needed some water so bad that I really didn't see that red flag that he was being pushy. Like, you see, I'm tired. I told you I'm tired. Why do you want me to call you when I get in the house? So anyway, so I'm like, oh, I'm not going to call this guy. So I'm like, you know what? I told him I'll call him in 10 minutes when I got in the house. So it's like 30 minutes now. So I'm like, that's just wrong. But I don't want to do that to people. I don't want to be mean. I shouldn't even took his number and said I was going to call him. And now he know where I live at. So I just felt like it would have been the decent thing to do to call the guy. Like I said I was going to call him. So I call him. He didn't pick up. So I'm like, yes, I'm so excited that he did not answer his phone. Like, I'm like, woo. Like I got away with murder or whatever. So anyway, he called back and he's basically like, so you ready to go out now? So I'm like, I just said I was tired and I just told you no. So why would you ask that again? But I'm like, it didn't click with me yet because the water had just got in my system. Okay, so now my senses are slowly coming back. So anyway, my sense is slowly coming back. So we're on the phone and we're talking, and then now I'm seeing the nicer side to him. Like, oh, he seems very smart, can hold a conversation. He's soft-spoken. He was not loud and aggressive with his voice or whatever. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's not like a lot of African men that I have met that is extremely aggressive. So I'm like, okay, you know. I mean, he's not ugly. He's actually cute, but he's just shorter than what I would prefer to talk to. But I mean, he's like a little bit taller than me. And I prefer like tall guys, but whatever. So, where am I? Okay, so we're talking, and he's like, so I want you to get dressed and let's go out and have some drinks. So I'm like, well, first of all, I'm not drinking right now. And I'm tired and I don't want to go out. And this is like my third time telling him this tonight. So I am basically, so I already told him that I'm tired and I did not want to go out. And he's like, okay, well, let me ride back through and just come outside and talk to me for a little bit. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'll come outside and we'll talk. So I come outside and we're talking, and so we start walking around my house, which is dumb. It's late at night. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess, I don't know. I don't know. He just didn't seem like he was crazy. And that can fool you too, you know, just because they don't seem crazy, they could be crazy. But I know a lot of my neighbors, so I didn't feel like nervous to be walking around with this complete stranger at late at night. So anyway, so we're walking and we're talking, and he started what I feared or what I did not want to happen. He started to get very aggressive and just talking like, I'm so happy you my baby now. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait. Rewind. And first of all, he's touching on me. He's touching my hands. He's trying to hold my hand. And he's rubbing on my arm. And I told him, I said, we don't do that here in America. Like, you don't just start touching on people you just meet. And he was like, but you my baby now. And I'm like, wait. I'm not your baby. He was like, well, no, you're my little baby, because you're not my full baby yet. So I'm like, no. Hold on. We're getting to know each other, and we haven't made it to that point to be calling each other our babies. And I definitely did not want to I just want to probably hang out or something, just have something to do if I'm not going to hang out with my girls or something like that. So I'm like, why are you thinking, like, do you think we're dating? But I didn't want to come out and say that, to be like, do you think we're boyfriend and girlfriend, or whatever the case may be. So I'm just like, well, I'm not the type of person that's going to take it fast like that. We can get to know each other first, and then if we like each other, then he was like, well, don't you know that you like me? I'm like, well, I don't know you. He was like, well, isn't that what we're doing? So I say, oh boy, here we go. I'm like, so he was like, the only way we can get to know each other, I'm sorry, the only way we can get to know each other if we something. He was saying all this stuff, but the only things I heard is kiss and have sex. So I'm like, wait a minute, I haven't known this dude for more than an hour, and he's already telling me, I don't even know what he was saying. The only thing I heard was kiss and have sex. So I'm like, bag up. So I slowly started turning around to walk the other way. And so he was like, you know, come up behind me and do the, like, grab on me thing. Oh God, what was I thinking? Now I'm hydrated now, so my mind is working. So I'm like, what a dummy. Why would I go out with this complete stranger and freaking, I don't know what was wrong with me, y'all. I have no idea. I was just being, I don't know, I'm too nice. I wanted to say no. I did not want to come out, period. But I'm like, oh, he sounds so nice and sweet. Now, okay, fine. You know, I'm such a sucker for people, and a loser to just let him talk me into coming out. So anyway, so I already know, nuh-uh, this can't even, I can't even walk around the block with you now, because now you is creeping me out, and you is weird. So I basically like, okay, you know what, I'm really tired, and I don't know why I decided to come out, but I really didn't want to, so I want to go home. So he's like, so am I gonna come in? Can I come in and hang out with you? Well, in the French culture, it doesn't matter if you just meet someone, it's okay. Well, here in America, where I'm from, if you coming in my house, the first day you meet me, the hour that you meet me, I'm taking it, you calling me a hoe. And, boo-boo, you not getting none of this. So, you can pump your brakes now, and I'm about to go in the house, and I'm going to bed. And so, I walk in the house, and I'm just like, I can't believe I was that dumb. But I guess we all have our dumb moments, and today was my dumb moment. But I do not want to say I would not talk to another African again, because that feels like I'm just lumping them all into one category. But I will hold back for a while until I can recuperate from this experience. And I just hope he don't come ringing my bell. I don't think he know which one is my bell, but I hope he don't come knocking on my door looking for me. Because now he know where I live, because I allow him to walk me to my house like a big dummy. So I hope he not one of those. He don't seem like it, but I mean, I'm not interested at all whatsoever. So not even talking on the phone. Please don't call me no more. I really didn't tell him that. I'm just like, well, I'm tired and I'll have to talk to you at another time. That's all I said. But in actuality, I'm saying in my head, I don't want to talk to you, period. But I felt like that was mean, and I'm not mean like that. I couldn't just say you creeping me out and I'm not interested. So anyway, that was a long story. I know this video is going to be so choppy because I'm going to have to cut out a lot of this rumbling that I was doing throughout this video. And I'm just wondering if you guys have had experience with African men, and have you had noticed that they were quite aggressive in that sense where they're pushy. And yeah, so that's it, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.